It was very hard, especially when my little girl would come up and stretch her hands out for me. And I really couldn't do nothing. You know, I had to sit her right next to me. I couldn't hold her at all.
Life's not the breath you take, the breathing in and out that gets you through the day.
I couldn't pick up my kids. That was very hard. My wife had to do everything on her own. I couldn't pick up anything over a gallon of milk. That was very hard. Couldn't help my wife out do anything. Basically sit on the couch all day, you know, every day, till Dr. Masumi and Vazavi gave me the go-ahead.
Mr. Vazcoy has had skipped beats from the bottom chamber of his heart since age 7, initially diagnosed at age 7. And subsequent to that, he was followed, and because these skipped beats can affect the heart and cause deterioration in cardiac function, very much like any muscular activity can cause the muscle to give out and get weak after a period of time. In his case, that obviously would have very dire consequences.
Most of my life I've been in and out the hospital. The longest time I've been in the hospital was for probably about a good 6 months. And that was when I was about 11, 12 years old.
You just might miss the point, trying to win the race.
And this was beginning to have the setting for dire and significant consequences, even catastrophic consequences, because the heart function had deteriorated to such an extent that he could be qualified essentially for a heart transplant. His heart muscle strength was probably a third of what a normal heart muscle strength would be, the squeeze of the heart itself.
We sat, talked to everybody, and pretty much made the decision that if that needed to happen, then we would go ahead and do it.
Life's not the breath you take, the breathing in and out.
And basically in ablation, you deliver a form of energy, most often heat, sometimes cold, to, if you will, cauterize a specific focus of tissue, of muscle. And by doing that, you then eliminate the source for those skipped beats. And therefore, the heart muscle can actually fully recover. The unique thing, and essentially the enabling thing about this technology, is because it is navigated by a magnet at the tip of the catheter. It's actually a series of 3 magnets at the tip of the catheter. You can maneuver it in a way that would be virtually impossible, or nearly at least impossible, vis-a-vis manual manipulation, if you do it the way that we've traditionally manipulated catheters. And that enables us, therefore, to manipulate and mobilize the tip of the catheter to locations that may otherwise technically be out of reach. Last year, in 2010, in the course of his 6th ablation procedure, and the first one with this magnetic system, we managed to finally get to the source of these skip beats and eliminate the primary focus of the skip beats.
They get you through the day, ain't what it's all about. You just might miss the point.
He has, remarkably we think, had nearly complete improvement of cardiac function.
After that, we kind of started seeing the light. We just had to wait for technology to advance a little bit more, just to get out there. I would say about 100 times better. I always thought that my shortness of breath that I was getting was coming from me being anxious, anxiety, which part of it I'm sure it probably was because of everything I've gone through in my life. But shortly after that, after they put the pacemaker in, I noticed a difference. I stopped taking my anxiety pills, and right now I'm doing fine, just enjoying life.
You just might miss the point if you don't slow down the pace.
I can pick up my children, I can play outside with them, I can be outside while they ride their bikes. Father's Day coming, it's gonna be a special time. You know, we're expecting our 4th child, it's a boy. Just looking forward to many years ahead now, and keep moving forward in my life, and look forward to walking my daughter down the aisle, you know, seeing all my kids get married, graduate college, just grow old with them.
That's not the breaths you take, but the moments that take your breath away.